computer. Tuning, multipass mode, profile, you can leave it the way it is. Okay, GPU, leave it the way it is at 0. Max B frames, leave it at 2, and everything else for streaming you should be okay. Hit apply. Before we go, you want to make sure you also head to video. Okay, before we go to audio, we need to make some changes here. So the base canvas resolution, this is gonna be the resolution of the actual monitor that you're using. For me, it's 1920 by 1080. I'm gonna leave it that way. Now for the output, this is gonna be the quality or the resolution they're gonna be sending to YouTube. So for now, we are actually streaming at 1080p, so it's gonna be 1920 by 1080p. And then here, you don't need to do anything here. You can just leave it the way it is. Common FPS values, we're streaming at 30 frames per second, so we're gonna leave it at 30. If you're gaming, you may choose 60 frames per second. So make sure you follow the guide if you're doing something that's different from what I'm doing right now. So the last part is here or somewhere here, but other than that, I'll see you there, guys. Take care.
Welcome to the future of music creation. Soundtrap. Elevate your sound with bi-weekly sound pack releases featuring trends from drill to reggaeton.
Pack contains 300 loops, 135 different one-shots, and 80 instruments. It's an insane pack for producers.
Soundtrap is the ultimate online music studio crafted by and for music producers. Unleash creativity with playable MIDI instruments and take it a step further with the Soundtrap Sampler, your ticket to creating unique, one-of-a-kind sounds. Perfect your mix seamlessly with automation tools and AI effects. Join millions of creators unlocking their potential. Subscribe to Soundtrap today for a 1-month free trial. Soundtrap, your everywhere studio.
Top 3 Movavi video editor tricks to amp up your videos in no time. AI background removal. AI motion tracking. Lit overlays. Movavi video editor.
Yes. I would love to, but I can't really afford anything right now. Okay. Thank you.
What's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to show you how to live stream on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. Either you're streaming in a Facebook group or an actual Facebook page. This is going to be possible, and we're going to be using OBS and a cool plugin that we're going to get for free. So let's get right into it. So right now I have OBS open and I have my YouTube channel already connected to OBS. Again, if you don't know how to do that, I'm gonna send you to the other video showing you how to connect your YouTube channel. It's super easy actually. But other than that, we also have 2 pages open. We have one page from YouTube that actually shows you all the settings that you need to live stream to YouTube, and we have another page open that shows you all the settings that you need to live stream to Facebook. We're gonna set that up in a minute. Okay, back in OBS. Of course, I'm gonna leave a link down below for the plugin that you need to download. Okay, so you want to make sure you have the latest OBS version available. Right now I'm using OBS at 30. Okay, but you also need to go to Google and just type in multi-stream plugin OBS. All right, usually it's gonna be the first one, this one, multiple RTMP output. But again, I'm gonna leave a link down below where you can actually click directly to it. It's gonna send you there, and what you need to do is you can go ahead and click where it say go to download, and it's gonna look like this, something like in Chinese. But you're gonna go down here where it says assets. If you're on Mac, you're gonna go ahead and actually click on this one, but if you are on Windows like me, click OBS multi RTMP blah blah blah. You're gonna go ahead and actually click on it. Once you're done, it's gonna going to download, and you're gonna get a little folder that will look like this one right here. So you want to make sure you click to it, follow instructions. Again, Windows may ask you to not authorize it, that's not safe, so don't worry about that. It's a safe file. I use it, a lot of people use it. Just say run anywhere and you'll be okay. Just click on it, and as you can see, mine is already installed. You're gonna go ahead and actually open OBS. So what I'm gonna do, I have one already, but the first time you're not gonna see it in OBS. So to find it, you're gonna go to docs, and then you're gonna go to multiple output. It's gonna show up here, so it's gonna be here. Okay, once you click on it, it's going to open a doc like this. I have mine already docked here. May open somewhere in OBS. Just drop it anywhere you want, but once you're done, it's gonna be here. So it's called multiple output. So the first thing, we need to set up the YouTube part. So we need to go to settings and then output, because we're streaming to YouTube first, and then we're taking that stream and stream it to Facebook. So because we already have YouTube connected and everything, we don't want to bother it. So we're gonna go to streaming, and then we want to make sure all the settings are correct. So you want to make sure you go to audio encoder, just copy all the settings that I have here. So audio encoder, core audio ACC, video encoder. If you have NVIDIA NVENC or a dedicated graphics card, use that. If you don't have a dedicated graphics card, you can use X265, which is the actual graphics card that comes with your computer. For encoding settings, go to rate control, make sure it's on CBR. Bitrate, make sure it's on 10,000. all right, and next you want to make sure keyframe interval, make sure it's actually at 2 seconds. Everything else you can simply copy what I have here and it should work. So once you're done, make sure you hit apply, and then go to stream here. Your account should be connected to YouTube. If you don't know how to do it, you're gonna go here, click connect, and OBS is gonna ask you to log into your YouTube account and kind of follow instructions, and it's gonna connect, no problem. It's super easy. All right, again, I have a video down below. I will leave a link if you want to check it out. Super easy. Make sure service is on YouTube RTMPS. Server is actually primary YouTube ingest server and everything. And then for output, make sure sample rate is actually 44.1 kilohertz, channel stereo. And then for video here, make sure base canvas resolution is gonna be the resolution of your actual monitor. So mine is 1920 by 1080, and your output scale is gonna be the actual resolution that you're gonna send to YouTube. All right, so for now we're actually sending 1920 by 1080p, okay, and we're streaming FPS in 30 frames per second. That's important. And then hit apply, and then hit OK, and then that's pretty much it for YouTube. So now we're going to set up for Facebook. So we're gonna go to multiple output here, and then we're gonna go where it says add new target, and then we can call it Facebook page. And then for service, we're gonna need what's called the URL and a stream key from Facebook. But before we do that, that's gonna be our last step. I'm gonna show you where to get the settings. We're gonna go to video settings. Now for Facebook, we're gonna be streaming in 1080p, and then we're gonna be streaming 1080p 30 frames per second. Now the problem we have here is that with Facebook, we don't have the same settings. Okay, so with Facebook, if you want to stream in 1080p, I'm gonna leave a document down below for you guys to use as a reference. For video bitrate, you can use between 3000 and 6000 kbps, and in YouTube we use 10,000, so we can use the same, right? If we're using the same, I could just go ahead and say get from OBS everything. So for encoder, we can use NVIDIA NVENC H265, which is the same. And then for scene, which is same as what we're using for YouTube encoding, we want to make sure you use get from OBS. So every time choose a scene. If we wanted to, we can choose a specific scene. Like right now I have a scene called camera. If I wanted to stream only that scene for Facebook, I could do that, which is awesome. And then for resolution, this is where we're gonna type in the resolution that we want, 1920 by 1080p. And then frame rate, we're gonna keep it at 30 frames per second. CBR, rate control, we're gonna leave it at CBR. Bit rate, this is where we're gonna change it. For Facebook, 1920 by 1080p streaming at 30 frames per second. You can stream between 3 to 6K. So we're gonna go ahead and actually use the max, which is 6,000. And then for interval keyframe, usually 2 seconds. That's what Facebook takes. For preset here, we can actually leave it as slow, good quality, tuning, everything, leave it the way it is. And then until here, everything should be left alone. That's pretty much it. The last step, I'm gonna go ahead and hit OK. But now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to Facebook or my group, okay? And then this is my Facebook, this is my Facebook page and my group, okay? Now I'm gonna go here where it says go live video, and then hit go live. I'm gonna choose the streaming with the software, and then I'm gonna need the streaming key. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy this streaming key, go back to OBS, go to target here, which is Facebook page, okay? Click modify, go to streaming key, paste, make sure you hide your streaming key, hit OK. And I'm gonna go back to my page, go to advanced, and then get the server URL, copy it, and go back to OBS, modify Facebook page, and then go ahead and paste, and then hit OK. So right now we should be able to go live. So now I'm ready to go live in YouTube. I'm gonna go to manage broadcast, create a new broadcast. I'm gonna call it broadcast test 2, and in description I'm gonna call it test 2. Privacy, you want to make sure you make it public. Again, you can make it unlisted, no problem. Category, choose whatever applies to you. Made for kids, mine is not made for kids. Thumbnail, you want to make sure I have a thumbnail here. You know, I want to make sure you go ahead and click and upload it software. And then I'm gonna need the streaming key, so I'm gonna go ahead and copy this streaming key, go back to OBS, go to target here, which is Facebook page, okay? Click modify, go to streaming key, paste, make sure you hide your streaming key, hit OK. And I'm gonna go back to my page, go to advanced, and then get the server URL, copy it, and go back to OBS, modify Facebook page, and then go ahead and paste, and then hit OK. So right now we should be able to go live. So now I'm ready to go live in YouTube. I'm gonna go to manage broadcast, create a new broadcast. I'm gonna call it broadcast test 2, and in description I'm gonna call it test 2. Privacy, you want to make sure you make it public. Again, you can make it unlisted, no problem. Category, choose whatever applies to you. Made for kids, mine is not made for kids. So right now I want to make sure I have a thumbnail live here. So now I want to make sure you go ahead and click and upload a thumbnail, and everything else should stay the way it is, and then hit create broadcast. And right now it's creating a broadcast for YouTube, okay? Because YouTube is already connected with OBS. I don't have to go in the back end of YouTube. That's the beauty of connecting OBS with YouTube, right? So now what I want to show you guys before you decide all the bit rate and everything, you want to make sure you go to Google and type in internet speed test, okay? So right now I have 55 megabits per second upload speed, so I can use up 20 as well. So if you want to know, you can actually hit this share button here YouTube. As you important that you check your upload speed before you start multi-streaming like this. So now you can go ahead and hit, don't know why usually it shows here. Oh, there you go. So now we have 720p, but again, this is just a preview. All right, hit save. And then now you have this button that says go live. As soon as you hit it, you're gonna go live. So as you can see, we live on Facebook and we live on YouTube, no problem. And I go back to OBS, everything looks on Facebook here. You just need to go here where it says about your, to kind of create a post. I can just call it test and then call it test. This is what's gonna be posted in your Facebook page. So just name it and then put a description, hit save. And then now you have this button that says go live. As soon as you hit it, you're gonna go live. So as you can see, we live on Facebook and we live on YouTube, no problem. And I go back to OBS, everything looks good, no problem. I don't have any error messages and I'm pushing. But again, my preview is not in 20p, But again, this is just a preview, all right, because we're sending 1920 by 1080p. Okay, as you see, you can see the signal looks really good. Okay, so the next thing you need to do in Facebook here, you just need to go here where it says about your, to kind of create a post. I can just call it test and then call it test. This is what's gonna be posted in your Facebook page, so just name it and then put a description, hit save. And then now you have this button that says go live. As soon as you hit it, you're gonna go live. So as you can see, we live on Facebook and we live on YouTube, no problem. And I go back to OBS, everything looks good, no problem. I don't have any error messages and I'm pushing everything the way it's supposed to be. So as you can see on Facebook, I'm sending about 5.64. So it keeps changing depending on what's happening, but the connection is excellent. On YouTube, connection is excellent, no problem. Guys, this is how you do it. As soon as you're done, all you need to do is just go ahead and just hit stop streaming on YouTube side, and then you can go to Facebook page as well. Just hit stop and everything is gonna be stopped and you are good to go. As you can see, everything was smooth, no lag or anything. And that's why the next tip is to go ahead and actually check out down below. I have a new t-shirt. It could be a t-shirt, it could be a hoodie, new merch that says no lag zone. That means you are a streamer who makes good live streams with zero lag. All right, so you want to make sure you wear that t-shirt every time you stream, so make sure to check it out, guys. But other than that, I'm working on a
Yes. 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 Stop. Yes. Stop. Yes. Stop. Yes. Stop. Yes. Stop. Yes. Stop. One, two, three, four, five.